edjrjr again. I'm ready to start my game. The robot's going to play Alpha Centauri. I got the robot AI chart set up with their little boards and their starting spots for their money and for their production. I'm going to start with the Separatist colony. They get a +2 to cards to look at during the explore phase. So that's kind of nice. And they have 1 military strength. I dealt the 4 starting cards for the robot's hand. And I've drawn 6 cards. I need to discard 2 of them. So I started with Transform World, Lost Alien Warship, Consumer Markets, Refugee World, that is. Sorry about the glare. Like I said, I'm recording this with an iPhone, and it's not the best. It's an iPhone, just the 4, and it doesn't have the best camera on it. But it's Galactic Engineers is another card, and Smuggling Lair. So I need to discard 2 of those. I'm kind of leaning. I think what I'm going to do is, my first turn, I'm going to settle Smuggler's Lair, or Smuggling Lair. I think I'm going to try to go the military route. So I don't think I want Refugee World. So I will discard that one. Consumer Markets, I probably won't use, but I want to see what else comes out before I discard it. So I'll get rid of that. I'm going to keep that one. I'm not going to get rid of that yet. If I do go military route, I'm going to want to keep that. And Terraform World has a lot of victory points, 5 victory points on that one card. So I think I will get rid of oh, this is tough. I think I'll get rid of Galactic Engineers as my second one. So I discard those 2 cards. Put those over in the discard pile way over there. And I'll start with those 4 cards. So my actions for my first turn, I'm going to try to get some more cards. So I will go Explore, +1/+1, and I think I want to get the Smuggling Lair out. It's a it's a windfall world with rare elements, so that'll be worth 3 cards if I'm able to sell it. So I'm going to start with Settle. So there's my start there. So now I need to roll the dice for the robot. I rolled Settle, so that will go up on the robot there. And I rolled Produce, so that will go here. And now we'll work right through phase 1, right through wherever something's chosen. So as far as I read the rules for playing as a robot, I always do my actions first, whether or not I'm chosen the phase or not. I'm not sure if that's right, but that's how I'm going to play. If I'm wrong, someone can let me know. So I get to draw +1/+1. You normally draw 1 and 1, so that you normally draw 2 and keep 1. With +1/+1, I get to draw 3 and keep 2. But my planet, or my starting world, lets me look at an extra 2. So I will be drawing 5 and keeping 2. So here's the draw. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I drew Rebel Colony, Asteroid Belt, Space Marines, Artist Colony, and Spice World. Well, I want to go the military route, so I'm going to keep Space Marines. And I like the Rebel Colony, so if I could build up some military power, I'll be able to take that over. And that's 4 victory points, plus I could trade in goods for victory points with that. So I'll keep those 2. I'll discard the other 3. And now, even though the robot didn't select it, the bottom shows what they do if they didn't select that phase. So they draw 1 card into their pile. So that's phase 1. Nobody is on phase 2, so we skip that. Phase 3, I'm going to take over the smuggler's lair. I have strength 1, military strength 1, and that has 1 defense. You see by the red 1. As its cost, I have to be able to equal or overcome that, which I can. So I will settle Smuggler's Lair. It's a windfall world, so it gets a good right away. And the bonus for phase 3 is if I settle a world, I get to draw a card. So I drew a card. I got another consumer markets. So I have 2 of those. The robot also selected phase 3, so he will draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he will draw until he finds a non-military world. So they're 1 on the first draw. Radioactive world goes into his tableau. And that's that turn for the robot. That phase for the robot. Then we go to phase 5. He selected it, so his production goes up 1. And I don't have any phase 5 benefits on either of my cards out. And I already have a good on my windfall world. So that will end turn 1. So I'll see you next time for turn 2.